Hello, everybody, and welcome to week 4 of hybrid biology. We are almost a month into the school year. We're all doing great. Thank you for staying positive. Thank you for getting your work done. I know it's not easy learning this way, but you're doing your best, and that's really what's important to me. So keep up the good work. This week, we're going to continue our ecology unit. We're going to work some more on those virtual food web models that we started in class and make some food chains out of them over these next remote days. Just keep in mind that when you watch videos on Edpuzzle or any other videos that include notes, the expectation is that you are taking notes. If you want copies of notes, you can see the ecology unit folder. There will be the Google Slides there for you. Our first quiz will be on Wednesday the 14th. This will be on Zoom. So the expectation is that you will sign into Zoom at a time and take the quiz in the Zoom room with me. I'll talk more about that as we get closer and later on as we get through the agenda. The study guide is here. The study guide includes everything that you have learned and will learn up until the quiz day. So all of the symbiotic relationships, food chains, food webs, trophic levels, primary consumer, secondary consumer, that type of stuff, and then also the 10% rule. Your objectives for the week will be to create models of the food web in order to show the transfer of energy between organisms. And then we'll also get into that 10% rule and explain how that relates to food chains and food webs and how it explains how much energy is passed, and we'll look at the relationship between the amount of energy at each trophic level and the amount of biomass at each trophic level. Right, so this week is a bit of an odd week because those of you who are in cohort B, we do not see each other because of the professional development day. So I'm going to go through sort of the expectations for each cohort just because they're slightly different from each other this week. If you are in either cohort A or B, your tasks for today are the same. You're going to hopefully attend the Zoom meeting this morning. If you are in D block, the time for you to join the Zoom meeting is 8:50 a.m. and G block, yours is 10:20 a.m. The attendance tracker, and while you are Zooming with me and then for the rest of the day on your own, you are going to pick up where you left off on that virtual food web activity that we started in class. The expectation is that you complete up to slide 5 by Tuesday. You don't have to turn it in yet on Tuesday because you have to do one more slide after that, but you need to have up to slide 5 done by Tuesday. I know some people chose to work with partners for the food web. This is why I made this due date Tuesday to slide 5, because I understand with a long weekend that people go away and it might be hard to get in touch with the person you chose to partner up with when you were in class. You have today to work on the food web. You have Thursday. You can come see me during intervention block on Thursday if you are in cohort B. If you are in cohort A, you can come see me on Monday during intervention block with your partners to work on this. You have the entire long weekend to do this. So you have plenty of time to get this done by Tuesday the 13th. And I did include a little video reminder if you forget how to adjust the arrows and how to copy paste pictures in the Google Slides. And then be studying for the quiz. We don't have school on Friday, or you don't have school anyway, but just as a reminder, keep working on your food webs and your study guide over the long weekend. Cohort A, when we are in class, we will be doing the 10% rule, and we will do the last slide of that virtual food web, and you will turn it in. And I'll talk about the collaboration reflection in just a moment. We'll review a little bit about populations. Cohort B, you are remote Tuesday the 13th. So what I'm going to do is post a video of me going over the 10% rule notes, and then also an explanation for how to complete the 10% rule assignment. That'll be posted on here shortly, within a few days, but definitely before Tuesday. You will also need to complete the last slide of the virtual food web and turn it in. This is why I want you to have up to slide 5 done over the long weekend, because you have this extra assignment here. So now the collaboration reflection. If you chose to work with a partner, I would like you to do this collaboration reflection, because I want to make sure that if you worked with a partner, that one person did not do all the work. So in the collaboration reflection, you will be explaining to me what each of your jobs in the food web activity you did. If you worked by yourself, you do not have to do the collaboration reflection, only if you worked with a partner. The other thing that the collaboration is going to do is it's going to help me figure out what your role was in case you had a different role than actually working on the slide. So maybe you read the information in the plant and animal information sheet to your partner, and your partner did all the work in the slides. Google Classroom tracks all of the edits that you make to the slides. So if one person is doing all the work in the slides, I can see that. And so if you actually did help your partner, the collaboration reflection will explain what your role was. So that way I don't come looking for you later and say, hey, I saw that your partner did everything on this. What exactly did you do on this assignment? So this takes care of that. So if you work with a partner, do the collaboration reflection. If you worked by yourself, you do not have to complete that assignment. It's just a quick Google form. All right, quiz. Wednesday, the 14th. If you are in cohort B, you must attend a Zoom meeting at 8:50 if you are in D block, 10:20 if you are in G block. Cohort B, you have to attend because I want to check in with you about your virtual food webs and your 10% rule assignments before you start taking the quiz. Cohort A, it's strongly recommended that you attend this meeting too, because it'll be helpful review before your quiz. The quiz will be taken via Zoom between 1 p.m. and 2 p.m. to take the quiz. I'll be sending out the quiz to you during that time. It won't take the full hour, or it shouldn't take the full hour, but I give people an hour window to log in and take it. Okay. If you cannot log into Zoom during that time, 1 p.m. or 2 p.m., or if you are in cohort B and you cannot make the morning Zoom meeting, you need to let me know as soon as possible, so I can make arrangements and make an alternative quiz for you to take. So that way, it's fair. No one tells you what all the questions were before you get a chance to take it. So if you cannot make it, you have to let me know. I made the quiz between 1 p.m. and 2 p.m., so hopefully it doesn't conflict with any other Zoom meetings that your other teachers may be having. But if you cannot make it, you absolutely need to let me know. You have a whole week to put it in your planner, put it in your calendar, and set reminders for yourself that you need to be at this meeting at that time. That's everything that's going on this week, folks. If you have any questions on any of the assignments, or if you can't make it to any of the Zoom meetings that are coming up next week, please let me know, send me an email, and have a wonderful long weekend.